So I'm going to be going over 5 reasons to use the Robinhood app and giving you some solid tips and tricks for getting started. Now, I've been using Robinhood for about 8 years, and that time I've been able to grow my account from, just a couple $100s to what it is today. So, looking at the chart here, you can see my weekly, my monthly, my 3-month and yearly. For the year here, I'm actually up quite a bit, which I'm pretty happy about. But I think the important thing to remember here is I started with, a couple of $100. I think it was like $250 when I got started. Now, one of the reasons you should use Robinhood, probably the biggest reason, is that you could grow your money with the help of your phone in the background. Now, you do have to pick stocks, but there's ways to do this where, you could have it be very low risk. But, for the most part, if you're not putting your money into something other than like a checking or savings account, then you're definitely just missing out in general. So that's probably one of the biggest reasons to grow your money, right? Now, for example, I'm going to throw up, Zynga. This is a stock that I've owned for quite a while. They're a mobile gaming company, and I think I'm up like 70% from when I bought it, which is totally fine. I think I started buying this in 2019. So I'm happy with the return. I think that's pretty good, 70%, 2019. It is what it is. Typically if you can get like 10%, that's good. Now, a tip for everybody out there, when you get started on Robinhood, you should always research something before you buy it. And one of the best places to do that is on Yahoo Finance. So for example, I'm going to pull up Zynga, and what they allow you to do here, and this is completely free, you could check out the price histories, you could check out, earnings, how the company's doing, their sales, are they making money? These companies have to post this stuff for the public. So you can check out by the quarter, you could check out by the year to see how they're doing. And, from there you can kind of figure out if you want to, put your money into that particular company. And then you want to hope it does good in both the short and long term. And that's the next thing, guys. Whenever you buy a company on Robinhood, you got to look at it. You're buying, a piece of the company for not really just the short term, but the long term. You want to be involved with that company for at least a year to even a few years down the road. So you got to kind of look at it like that, and you're not trying to buy in and buy out, in a couple of days. It's not what you're doing here. Now, another thing you can do, and this is pretty powerful, you want to set up recurring deposits. You can actually do this for individual stocks on here. Now, you can't do it for crypto, but you could see, for example, this is, I had a recurring thing set up here, which you can kind of see. I'm just kind of going through my prices right now. But yeah, so, you can set up recurring deposits for individual stocks on here, which is very powerful because it just takes the effort having to, do this yourself all the time. And I just think that's important because it is hard to stay true to, just depositing on a weekly basis or a daily basis. But when you just have it set up, it's just a set and forget thing. Now, another thing I want to mention here, and this is a pretty big one as well, don't get emotional. There are times where you're going to buy a stock on Robinhood and maybe it goes down 20%. And let's say you put $1,000 into it, whatever that stock is, and then it went down, $200 and you start freaking out I'm going to lose all my money kind of thing. You got to look at the long term. You know what I mean? If something goes down a lot in one day, it doesn't mean it's going to stay down. It could easily go back up, over the next few days or over the month. I just think it's important to, realize that whenever you buy something. So if it goes down, don't get super emotional. It could definitely go back up. Now, Pinterest, this is what's actually propelled me to being up so much for the year. I bought this, I think back in February, I started buying Pinterest. It was it kind of a low, $20. Now it's up to almost $70, but I've made over 200%. So I've made over $20,000 on this one stock alone because I, bought it at the right time. I did my research on it and I just felt it's Pinterest. I just thought it was super undervalued. So, I threw $10,000 into it and, it's made me quite a bit. And I'm hoping this one goes up to over $100. And then that's another thing too. Whenever you buy, whatever stock it is on Robinhood, you definitely have to have a sell target in mind. So if you bought something that was a stock that was $10 and maybe it doubles in price to 20, you got to figure out if you want to hold it at that point or if you want to sell it. or even if it goes up more than that. You gotta figure out in your own mind, when you want to sell. Now, for me, Pinterest, I have no idea. I plan on holding this one for a while. It could definitely continue rising. We'll see what happens, but it's just important stuff. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I do like posting these videos about Robinhood because I've been using it for so long. My account's grown pretty well. Also, if you guys do want to get started on Robinhood, I'll have some bonus and sign-up links in both the description and comments. If you could smash a like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching it, and we'll see you in the next one.